Can you introduce yourself?
Good morning, sir. My name is Mohini Ashok Jagtap. I am from Muktai Nagar, district Jalgaon of Maharashtra. I have completed my graduation in BSc Agriculture and my post graduation in Sustainability Science from IGNOU. I pursue mandala art and doodling as my hobby, and I am preparing for civil services from last 4-5 years.
So all your agri graduates do not go back to the agriculture.
It's not like that, sir. But with this field, I would like to contribute at large scale with my.
Everyone thought this then who will work for farmers, and farmers is like the biggest group in the country, isn't it?
Yes, sir, it is. But again, I would like to contribute my technical knowledge with these services as well as practicing some of the technical knowledge at my own level.
Okay. This stubble burning, is it a reason of Delhi's pollution, do you think?
Sir, it is one of the reason of Delhi's pollution.
Okay, what could be done about stubble burning then? What's the solution?
So residue management at farm level is the first and foremost thing which need to be implemented. For that matter, Pusa decomposer, fungal formulation for decomposition.
Farmers say that what to follow, that we are given a timetable, that when we are supposed to like change quickly the cropping, but so time is so less that we can't go for these all ideas.
Sir, for that thing, government and our researchers are working for short duration varieties. For example, short duration rice varieties to accommodate the time span between rice and the wheat cultivation.
Okay.
Yes.
Why for this paddy cultivation so much water is being used? Can anything be done about this reduction of water use in the paddy?
Yes, sir. There are practices such as direct seeded rice. Then there is SRI method, system of rice intensification. Then there is DAPOC method of rice cultivation, in which farmers can raise rice transplanted crops with minimum amount of water and transplant it into the main field with optimal maintenance of water level at farm level.
Aren't reaching up to the farmer with these techniques?
Pardon, sir?
Aren't these techniques reaching up to the farmer?
Sir, the pace of extension services is low at these instances.
Okay.
Farmers are following this technique but with very minimal pace.
So all these extension services people are all contract or permanent?
Not contract, but government has specific machinery for agriculture extension to reach out to the rural level and farmers level. So there is a particular system of state level, district level and rural level extension system. So it is permanent setup for extension.
Then why they are not doing the work then?
So it is implementation flaws at some level, and there are some gap between extension worker, farmers and researchers. So this gap need to be strengthened and filled by.
Okay. How much we spend on agriculture research in the country?
So I'm not sure about particular amount or particular percentage.
Or any particular achievement recently India done in the agriculture field?
Yes, sir.
Research.
Yes, there are biofortified seed varieties released by government, and there is program of one scientist, one variety, which scientists are promoting for high quality seeds to reach up to the farmers to increase the seed replacement ratio.
Okay. But is that new research?
It is not the new research, but it is welcoming and very important research in agriculture field. And there are some varieties or GM crops we can say for agriculture research.
Shall we accept the GM crops in India?
Sir, again, it should be expected or used in a pilot-based manner.
How many years? 20 years now we are doing same thing. Same answer.
So GM crop has its own flaws and positives. So we need to implement this GM crop at few levels, and considering the experimental level results, we should implement it at large scale.
When? 50 years later? 100 years later?
No, sir.
How much time? Is there not time particular slot for it? How much time research will go on?
There should be particular time, and there should be, first of all, there should be a consensus between researchers, policymakers and the farmers itself to implement this.
Farmers are against it.
Not all are against and not all are in the favor it, but they are not that much aware about the particular benefits of the GM crop itself.
They are pro it. All the farmers organizations have claimed that it should be allowed to go for GM crop. They are not against it. They want it.
So then there is need of proper extension and awareness regarding the GM crops and also the availability of GM seeds
Do we
in a
allow the
legal
import
manner.
of GM crops?
Yes, sir.
There is I am in a situation. We allow the import of GM crop and don't allow our own farmers to produce GM.
Yes, sir. This is the irony of the situation as of now, and that's why we need to implement it with the consensus of
Shall we
farmers.
ban the import of GM crops?
No, sir.
We should not ban. But if we are not allowing our own farmers, then at least the justice is sufficient. At least ban the import, no?
Yes, sir. Rather than wholesome ban and wholesome ban on import and wholesome ban on the production, we need to have that win-win situation of rationalize the ban of import and also allow the production
So what
of
to
GM.
rationalize the ban on imports?
Rationalize means a particular percentage of import that should be allowed, or particular crops or commodities of the GM products of nature can be import. At the same time, if we can produce those things at our own in our field, we should promote it for production at domestic
Use
level.
some rocket technology GM is. But we can't do it.
No, sir, it is
Then
not.
we should not do it long time back. Isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. What is the third green revolution?
So third green revolution is evergreen revolution,
Okay.
which promotes the holistic and sustainable nature of green revolution in India.
Okay. For that, what is the steps to be taken?
Steps are integrated management, integrated pest management, disease management. Then there are organic manures and biofertilizer, etc. usage. And there is widespread or quality use of seeds and balanced use of all other inputs.
Okay. Okay. So, you financial teachers.
Yes, sir.
So, have you thought of going to teaching as a job?
So yes, this will give me an opportunity to build myself and reflect my personality and also grow up in various manner. But I think I'm not that much able. I would not be that much able to contribute in teaching sectors as
Why?
as my father has done.
Why?
I think I'm passionate about civil services or the overall social service rather than going for a teaching itself.
Teaching itself is the biggest social service.
Yes, sir. But I can pursue it as my hobby or as my second thought, but not as a full term or only solution for.
So, suppose you do not get selected for civil services, what is the plan B?
Sir, I will continue with my academics in agriculture
Mm-hmm.
and work for academic excellence and as well as implementation of my technical knowledge at farm level.
Teaching or the extension service?
Extension services.
Okay, that you are looking at.
Yes.
Does Muktabai follow the Warkari tradition or Nath tradition?
Sir, Warkari tradition.
But the whole family belong to Nath tradition, the Nathas.
Yes, sir, but the family of Naneshwar, Muktabai, and all those four siblings were from Bhakti movement and Warkari tradition. So,
Indeed, the Gahinath was those disciples in Niruttinath. The Niruttinath disciples in Naneshwar. They all belong to Nath tradition, isn't it?
sorry, sir, I will read upon it.
Okay, okay. What work you done in the NSS?
Sir, we have participated in street play organization of street play for female feticide awareness.
Hmm.
Apart from that, we have contributed for rural awareness about sanitation and also the local level of schemes or government schemes for overall health.
Okay. About this PCPNDT Act,
Hmm.
is it getting success?
Pardon, sir? What?
PCPNDT Act, have you heard?
Huh.
Is it getting success?
Yes, sir.
How can we say so? Sex ratio is declining.
Sir, but the percentage of female feticide is reducing, and the states like Haryana and other states are improving their sex ratio. So yes, PCPNDT Act is helping at ground level, but at the same time, its implementation flaws are declining or hampering its implementation and success ratio at wide scale.
Okay. So what could be the measurements or what flaws to be breached?
So the flaws are regarding the awareness of legal measures of the PCPNDT Act itself, Then there need to be strengthened the accountability of the medical officers or doctors to not involve in the illegal abortion, etc., or sex determination. And also there can be social awareness and accountability from the parents itself who are going for the illegal sex determination and abortion.
Uh, Tejas has gone through the accident recently in Dubai, you must say. So shall we continue with the Tejas? What are your opinion?
Yes, sir. The one flaw or one accident shall not consider it as a complete failure, but we should learn from the earlier accident and we should improve our technology, for example, Tejas, and maintain its pace as well as the proper flying experience.
So presently, the Putin has offered us higher level Su-57 planes, but same time America is offering the S-17, and even France is ready to share the technology for Rafale fifth generation. You suggest which one we should go for?
So India's defense procurement shall be based on these principles such as sovereignty, then own interest, and also the proper and fair technology of transfer of technology, which Russia is helping us for proper transfer of technology as well
Rafale is
as.
also giving. Rafale is also giving technologies. French company, and they offer technology.
So at that point, we should consider our earlier ties also, in which our defense deals has been.
Already we had taken Rafale. Already before that we had a Mirage.
Yes, sir.
We are using so many years from France. Is it?
So the decision should be based on these principles and also the accountability and arrival time or shifting time of the defense deals. So in which India can have all those procurement in timely as well as economic, the cost which is in favor of India.
And why the Jalgaon emerged as a gold hub? Is it something related to gold?
Yes, sir.
How?
Jalgaon is also considered as gold city, in which the pure quality of gold is being available.
But why? Miss, any tradition of pure quality of gold in Jalgaon?
Sorry, sir, I'm not able to recall it.
Okay. So as a city, Jalgaon is not able to develop properly. What were the reasons?
So the focus of Jalgaon has been on agriculture prominently rather than the manufacturing and service sector is one of the reasons. Then the infrastructure gaps are there, in which industries are not able to set up their production manufacturing hub. Then there are some instances of a lack of ease of doing business, we can say, or implementation.
So Jalgaon Smart City part of Smart City program.
Yes, sir.
So has it made a difference?
It has started to make some difference from earlier Jalgaon.
Smart City stopped now. No, why it stopped? Smart City. What happened? What do now?
Sorry, sir, I'll go through it.
What is the goal of your life?
To live a peaceful and happy life.
Then bureaucracy is not a right place to come for. Here you neither get peace, neither get any happiness.
Sir, I would like to beg to differ here. The peace can be from mental side and the work which I would like to do. So yes, through
Here
civil
you have to do the work which is given to you, and you will not have a choice to decide what to work.
Sir, but doing that work in my way or with that much zeal will allow me to have peace. And the happiness is there whenever you are trying to live something and you find happiness. You can't get it unless you find it. So yes, through this service and through this career also, I will get a peaceful and happy life.
Do you think that way?
Yes, sir.
Who is their bureaucratic ideal?
Sir, Sheetal Ugle ma'am.
Okay, why?
I've seen her work. She has done tremendously well in all other situations. Being a woman, she's one of the ideal for me. And also the way she connects with people.
What presently she's posted at?
She's posted in the sports sector in Pune itself.
Okay. So has under her Maharashtra emerged as of some sports power?
Yes, sir. She has started doing some work for sports sector and emerge to help Maharashtra to emerge as sport hub.
So, doodle you make,
Yes, sir.
which is your favorite doodle?
Sir, I like to make a character doodle.
Okay.
Which
character?
Panda doodle.
Okay.
Or there are candle doodle. These
Okay. So what pen only?
Yes, pen or pencil, whatever is available with me at that point, I use to
Okay.
write.
So how this Mohiniyattam is nurtured through centuries? Which institutions nurtured it or who done it?
So the temple institutions through which Mohiniyattam came into limelight from the centuries, and the patronage were given
Any
by
particular temple?
So the Dravida temple from southern side. A particular name of the temple, I don't know,
Okay.
but this tradition was emerged from the southern side of temples or southern temples of India.
So is it a drama or dance? What is it Mohiniyattam?
So it is integration of both the Lasya style in which drama is also there and dance is also there, but just soft movement of the foots and hand gestures with proper eye expressions.
So it's a nritya or nrutta. You know nritya and nrutta
Yes.
traditions.
So it is Nritya in which Natya and Nrutya both are there.
Okay. Have you heard about Kalakshetram at Tiruvananthapuram?
Sorry,
Which
sir.
nurtures dances?
No, I haven't.
Who's KK Wagh?
KK Wagh was Karmavir Kakasaheb Wagh, who has laid the foundation of KK Wagh institutions of education. So he has done a lot of work in education sectors as well as the agriculture sectors, through which he helped farmers to come forward and do modernize agriculture.
So who's presently leading this organization?
Sir, his son is leading the organization.
So don't you think it's like a very fatal idea in India that great people do great things and finally the sons take over and ultimately everything will become mess?
So partly we can say so, because it is generational transfer of power. But yes, there are because his son, who is leading the institution, is doing very well to contribute and to maintain the pace of or maintain the values on which the KK Wagh Foundation has.
So make some law in politics as well as institutions that successors should not be from the same family.
So we can think about it to maintain the proper meritocracy based power transfer. Also, the transparent and accountability among the ruler or among the person who is handling the administration of particular institution, and also there can be proper inclusive governance also at that institutions, in which people from other background can also contribute and lead their talent.
Okay. Do you support the idea of heritage tax? Have you heard about heritage tax?
Yes, sir.
Do you support it?
Yes, sir. I support it because taxing the extra amount will help for the financial gain for the government, as well as it will lead to progressive taxation. But at the same time, there shall be proper provisions so that the person holding higher amount of heritage authority or higher heritage property shall not be consider himself as a negative or a liability, because they might it may lead to lack of investment or fail out of investment in India. It can
So
be
you
one
support it or the opposite?
So I support it, but to particular extent in which proper tax slab should be there, which shall be proportionate and not the regressive.
You suggest the rate, how much we should put the heritage tax?
Sorry, sir. I am unable to suggest that rate.
Okay. What is your first choice?
Regarding what, sir?
Post.
IS,
Second?
IFS,
Third?
IPS,
Fourth?
IRS, IT.
Okay. So second is IPS. No, not
No,
IFS.
second is IFS.
IFS, okay. Good. So you are interested in foreign
Yes, sir.
studies. So do you think that our foreign relationship is failing recently? That so many revolutions are happening around, uncertainties have built up, and countries are going under the influence of China day by day. So do you think that our foreign policy is failing?
So, in my opinion, it is not the case that our foreign policy are failing, but our foreign policy is calibrating with the changing global world order, in which we are reaching out to the nations which are going to support our at global level, as well as we are reaching out to the other nations in a economic manner.
That's the regular work of foreign ministry. Issue is that we do not have control over what is happening around. Something happened and we come to know that this has happened. Let us happen. Nepal, you will have to come to know this happened. Bangladesh, suddenly you will only come to know that this happened. So that shows that we had a weak grip over what is happening around us. Don't think so?
So India's policy always has been respect the sovereign interest of our as well as our neighbors also. So whatever things are happening there, India consider it as a matter of concern, but as well as respect the sovereignty of other nations. So we are handling the situation in two-way solutions, in which we are helping to reduce the instances of instability at our neighborhood. As at the same time, we are improving our foreign power with various threats in our neighborhoods.
Okay. So last question today.
Yes.
If you got selected as a IS, which areas will you like to focus?
Which areas?
Or priority?
So the education,
Education will like. Why?
because education is the thread which connect to all the sectors and which can reap India's demographic dividend to large extent, through which I can help or I can contribute for the welfare of children.
One big reform you'll do in the education. Okay.
So the skill-based education.
Skill-based.
Education.
It is already a part of NEP.
So it is part, but it is not at the implementation level. So I will
It
focus
is
on the
education. Every
rigorous.
school is going through the skill-based courses, carpentry, videography. It is already going on.
So, but strengthening of skill-based education in rural areas as well as government-based schools, because skill-based education is there, but which is largely focused by the private sectors. So, I would like to strengthen the setup of government schools, primary schools, and other schools, so that these students from poor and rural background can also
How
have.
do you identify the skills? What you call as the skills?
So skills can be identified from person to person or person-based interaction. There can be soft skill as well as hard skill. So based on the personification or personal interaction, we can identify.
So you say like correspondence, communication, this type of skill you're talking about, carpentry, furniture making, that you're talking about, plumbing.
Sir, now I'm talking about the hard skills or what you mentioned, that plumbing, carpentry, etc., which will help for the employment.
So which is the priority, soft skill or hard skill?
Hard skills.
Which is the priority?
Yes.
Okay, but in that case, then like he's saying that you do this and go out, you don't become graduate.
No, sir. Because in carpentry also, for example, if we take carpentry, the basic level of carpentry is there to get you into the job. But if you want to excel in your career of carpentry, you need to advance in that skill. So to promote these advanced type of skills and promote them for excellence can help them to excel into that
Is the
skill.
graduation in carpentry available?
So in my opinion, as of now, there is no particular graduation like course, but we can provide the advanced course.